Hello Europe and the world. Welcome back to my channel and this is Kevin. Here I'm gonna recap the Eurovision Song Contest 2018. Are you ready? Let's go! I don't wanna make this video to be too long. I'm gonna keep it concise and short, and we're gonna start with the first category of the recap. It is a song. Actually, I have reviewed the song, all the 43 songs in this competition, in the competition this year. You can follow the link up there, but I'm gonna speak in the holistic picture of the songs this year. I'm gonna say that this year is a very close competition. It is so great in that it is 80% of the songs this year is so great. That makes the competition is so close and no one knows who's gonna win. And another point I like for the song in this year is the language diversity. We have the song in English, Hungarian, Armenian, what else? So many languages, right? And it is so great to see Europe in terms of the diversity. Once again, it's not all about the English music. Everybody try to be the same, every try to be different and try to be unique, which is so great. And it can lead to another point, which is it can lead to the cultural diversity. Some of the songs, even though they have an English lyrics, but the music wise they still use the sounds of the ethnic elements, like Moldova. When they heard the song, it's so volcanic, it's so very authentic, and it is a very good platform to manifest the cultural diversity in the world, which is show how great the world we are. So I'm going to conclude that every participant country in the Eurovision Song Contest this year, they are done very well. They are do so great job to make this competition in this year is so excited. Next, we're gonna go to the next category, which is host and organization. I might say that it might not be the best Eurovision Song Contest in recent years, but it is not a bad show. I may say that I like the Stockholm 2016 the most. The organization that year was so great. It is so sharp and it is so funny. I love Peter Medi so much, but this year it's still good, and it is good in so many ways because the city itself, Lisbon, is so good city. It has the atmospheric, scented and flavor of the city that can be portrayed in the show very well. And the city provides you so much a very good facility to hold this competition. The Altis Arena, the Euro Village, the Press Center, everything I see this year in terms of facility is so great. Big arena, big crowd, open and democratic country and city. So great to have Eurovision in Lisbon. But about the theme, I think it says about all board, right? And it's talk about the sea and the conquer of the ocean, kind of like that. I think it is too nostalgic to the colonial days of Portugal, which they were so great, they were so big, they can conquer the countries around the world. I think it is quite bad to speak about the colonial history to glorify the 2018 because it is like the pain and it is like the sounds of oppression of the European and the first world country to the third world country like Thailand. But anyway, it is just my interpretation. I'm not sure the broadcaster or the organizer thinks about this, but I think about this. And next up, we're gonna speak about the stage. The stage this year, even though they don't have the LED screen, the big, the fancy LED stuff, there's nothing about that. But it is still great. I like the layer of the light. It has the back layer and it has another the bamboo in the center, and that's the ceiling dropping chandelier, which is so great, and it can make the stage more, level and more interesting factor. So I like the stage so much, and it is so clever in that it doesn't undermine the song, and it can elevate and it can drive the song and the performance to the most. Like, I think the contestant and the participant this year, they try so hard to figure out how to make the staging to be catched, to be hooked, without any further like the visual objects on the screen, which is so great. And I think in this way you can be like celebrate the like creativity of the human that can, resilience and figure out the way through in every limited, condition in our life. This is so great. It is so fabulous. But one thing though, I'm quite skeptical because there's like the inner stage and outer stage, and there's a bridge linking, right? So I'm afraid that the person who buy the ticket to see the show in the arena, they cannot see the inner stage because it is like so many blocking, and the graphic, the cutting, and like the transition of the show is so great. I like idea of the sea, like the seaweed or the creature under the water, to recreate it in computer graphic transition. It is so clever and it is so expensive, and I think you can see like the craft shift in this kind of little stuff, and it can reflect like the idea and like the craftsmanship of the people in the country. So I gotta say that the graphic design of this competition of Eurovision Song Contest 2018 is so great. I love it. And next, move to the host. There were 4 hosts in the competition, right? But I just can remember 2 of them. One of them I can remember her name, and another one I can't remember her name. I love Philomena. Philomena is so funny. She make the show so interesting, and she can have like the very quick response to the contestant when she interview to the contestants, which is so great, and it sounds so fun, even though it might be contain some kind of a bit like sex joke, but it's okay, everyone loves sex. And another girl, I might say, she is a American lady who look like Cindy Bishop. I like her in that she is so fabulous and confident, so I love her that personality, but sorry I can't remember her name. And I think that 4 hosts may be a bit too much. It quite doesn't work for me because I don't know, it doesn't make you feel like related or make you feel like very very engaged with the host that much. I think 2 may be enough, like Peter Meady and Mons in 2016. They are so engaging and they are so much attached to the audience. I think 4 is too much. As a viewer at home, I may judge that this year maybe not like the best, but it is not the worst. It was a good show and it is better than Kiev last year, I confirm. Next, we're gonna go to the jury result, which is so exciting to see and to waiting for the result. Firstly, France got 12 points for the first. Okay, it made me feel like okay, everybody really loved the France song. Like I didn't know that France would do well, but so many press or so many like bloggers tell that okay, France will be win or France would get the high score, and they got the first 12 points, which is like okay, this is endorsement. So after the voting pool going on, it is a game of Cyprus and Israel together. So I feel like okay, this is really Cyprus and Israel game, and it may be like the game of 2 girls, which is like great in different way. Eleni is great, and and Netta is also great, and it is like so fun to follow the points when it developed the score. Like sometimes Israel got in the lead and sometimes Cyprus got in the lead. It is so fun. But at the end of the day, Austria won the jury final, which is so mind-blowing. I would never thought that Austria will get the high score. I think they might got somewhere in the right-hand side of the board, but it is stand up tall in the first place of the jury vote. But I wouldn't go against it with this score because he is so charming and his voice is so great. Another thing which is not really surprised, I quite expected about it, is Sweden got so many 12 points. Sweden put on a great show. I like the LED, I like the neon, stuff behind him. And it is so reasonable for him to get the 12 points that much. But another thing I quite skeptical, the jury want to see, like the jury always emphasis on the voice, right? But I think Benjamin Grosso doesn't have that good voice, so I am a bit confused like what jury sees in the jury final. So maybe someone can comment in the section below and try to discuss about it. Next up, Germany, I like this song since the first it released, but because of it doesn't have the boom or bang moment, I feel that it might go into somewhere around 11 or 13, below of the left hand side of the board. But it is got a very high score from the jury, so it is great for Germany to got this high score. Congratulations to them. Next up, I gonna say another honorary mention. I'm gonna say that Hungary and Portugal got too low score. I think Hungary put on a great show. They got kind of the different stuff on the screen, and I really thought that it might win, but it wouldn't. I'm quite shocked that they just got a very low score from the jury, but it's quite understandable because the metal and the rocky song like this is quite divisive. So if you not love it, you're gonna hate it, and it's the result that people hate it. But I love it. And Portugal, it is a good song. I like the song. I like the way it takes me to somewhere when I listen to the song, and I was literally crying after the Portugal performance last night. I am so sad that they got the very low score. Moldova, I think Moldova got the very good staging. I think it is the most creative staging in this year. I was hoping Moldova will got in the top 5, but it is not get that high score. I think finally they got 10 place, which is great. Ukraine, they got the lowest score in the jury vote. This is not fair. I think Melody put on a great show. It is so fire, it is so vampire, and I quite don't understand why it is got so low, even though the song is so catchy. Maybe it was on the first running order. Maybe the juries forgot this song, but I still don't understand. But at the end of the day, Austria won the jury vote, which is so surprised. Next, we're gonna jump to the televoting result, which is so exciting. I was literally heart bumping last night. I watched in coffee shop near my home. It is I have to be very silent because the author people reading for some stuff. But I watched the Eurovision Song Contest, so I have to keep very silent. I cannot keep it silent, and I always what? Are you serious? Oh my god, like this all the time, because it is so heart wrenching to watch this discrepancy score between jury and the televoting. So start with Australia. They got the lowest score of the televoting points. I interpreted by myself, I think that people in Europe doesn't feel that happy that Australia joined the contest in this year. They may be like happy into 2015 or 2016, but I think the mindset or like the reception or the idea of people on Australia joining Eurovision Song Contest is changed from Danke. I think it is reflect that they don't want Australia to be in the Eurovision Song Contest anymore. I'm not sure, but it happens. So next up, Sweden. They got a very low score from the televoters, which is, I don't understand this. I think this song is lovable. I think this performance is so innovative. But maybe I think that the fan doesn't like the personality of Benjamin. Maybe he looks like a bit too cocky, but I don't think so. He is still lovable person, and I think why the people don't choose Sweden because they want to see some change in Eurovision Song Contest. I mean that people don't hate Sweden, but they want to see some other country to win the Eurovision. Okay, in conclusion, I think people vote Sweden already. Next, Portugal. Oh my god, I love this song and I don't want to see this song in the last place. And anyway, at the final score, they got some kind of like 30 something score, right? I can't remember. This is not a crack. If they compete like another year, they might be in like 20 something or 17 or 19 place. But this year the competition is so close and so many songs is so good. I didn't see any error or any flaw on the staging, on the voice or on the song. It is also great, and I hope they would get like in the top 10, but they didn't. They instead got the last place. So I feel so mourned and so sad about this. But anyway, you are the great host, and I hope Pascal, the singer, and the Israel, you have the great career after Eurovision. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the song Portugal, Claudia Pascal. I love your song. Next, UK. This is so hard because there was a stage invader to go to the song and taste her mind to speak something like, I heard like Nazi or something like that. They may be like the activists to fight totalitarianism. But anyway, she managed the stage so well. She come back with confidence, and it is so professional to see her can come back and sing. I thought because of this drama, it will take UK from like the right hand side to the score to the left hand side of the score. But anyway, at the end of the day, she is the heroine of the like British nation, and everyone will be respect her in her like brave and her professionalism. Next, Hungary. Just like Portugal, I feel the same. I like this song. I like the performance. I like how the divisive they are, but resulting that Europe doesn't like metal song except if it's funny like 2006. So Hungary, I still love you AWS, and I'm gonna be excited about your song from now on as always. Love you guys. Next, Finland. It is so sad that she got the second once again, but this time second to last, which is more worse. I hope that she can got like somewhere around like 8, 9, 10 place, but it is not happen in that way. So I'm quite sad for I quite sad for Sara Auto, and I don't want her to feel down about it because she did a great job. She makes someone feel happy, and that guy is me. I love your performance so much. Don't care about the 25th place. Is great. You are deserve more than 25th place. I love your song, and I love you, Sara Alto. Next up, Ukraine. It is one of the top 10 televoting score, right? I feel happy that it can help his score to get higher because he deserves that. And next up, Lithuania. I write it off since the first like since the first reaction. I never would have thought that it gonna make the final, but it was. And I think it is quite heartwarming and it is very touch performance of this year. Even though it has not like that much move, but I know why it is so loved by so many people around Europe. So congratulations to Lithuania and Ivieva. Next up, Germany. Another time, like once more time, I never think that it will be get this high score, and they got like the fourth in the jury score, got the sixth place in the televoting score, which bring them to the fourth place overall, which is so great. I think that Eurovision in recent years it come back to the competition among the song, and this is a good song to compete in a song contest, and it still confirmed that Eurovision Song Contest is still a song contest for a good song. It is not a place to be like fool around and produce a bad quality song. It is so great and it is so victorious for the musician, for the performer like Michael Schuster. So herzlich Glückwunsch zum dieser vierten Platz. Next, Czech Republic. I am so glad for him that he can black flip at the end of the show, and I feel like okay, I see him since like he got hospitalized and he come back and he can put on the very good show, and he deserves like the top score from the televote. Congratulations to Nicholas, you make the best score ever for Czech Republic, and I wish I can go to Prague for Eurovision Song Contest in the next few years. Great job, Nicholas. Next up, Italy. It is so a surprise that to see Italy got the top 3 in the televoting score. I think that why people like it because it has so many like the languages on the screen. Even though I don't know all the language on the screen, in like I don't know French, I don't know Arabic, I know Russian, I don't know all of them, but it can relate it to me because some of the word is the same in English and is the same in German or some kind of like that. So I know the lyrics of the song. Even though it is Italian, but I can read like the meaning of the song in different languages, so it can elevate the meaning of the song so much. And another reason is I think people voted because when they see their language on the screen, they feel represented and they like to be represented. So because of it, they might get a vote from all the people in the Europe because all the like viewers see their language in the screen. So clever to have this method on the show. Cyprus, I love this. I love this performance because it is so fun to watch. She's so sexy. She gives that sexuality. I like her flipping hair and I like her dance move. It is so entertainment, and I like how they change the stage into another world. And it is quite elevated the soul song into the top, performance. It is so great to see Elena Ferreira in this show. And Israel, they got the highest top score. They got the highest score for the televoting, and I am sure why. And I gonna talk about it later, just in a second. So we're gonna move to the next, to the last part of this recap, which is the top 5. And winner in the 5th place is Italy. I feel so surprised about that. As I say that Italy might like play with the identity and through the language of the European, and it might like growing the score from every country in Europe towards for them, and it can climb up to the top 5. So great job, Italy. 4th place, Germany. It is so heartwarming show, and it is so real music, just as Sobral say. So I think he might be happy to see Germany in the top. So congratulations. I'm still surprised with the new trajectory of the European voters which is so great. We are moving to the next phase of the world right now, maybe. Next up, third place, Austria. Biggest surprise of all for myself. But I can understand why it can get the highest jury score and get into the top three, because it has a great because Austria got a great song. The Caesar got a great voice. He is so handsome. He has a great charisma. So well done, Austria. We almost go to Vienna. Ich wollte dich gratulieren. So second place, Cyprus. The staging elevates the song so much, and it is so gorgeous. She is so beautiful. It is so fun to watch, and it is the highest ever score for Cyprus. So congratulations for Cyprus, and congratulations to Eleni Ferreira. You just added another fan for you, which is me. I like you so much because you are so charm and you are so like diva, and I want to flip your hair like this. Okay, come to our winner of this year contest. It is Israel. So Israel is the clear winner since its release, but it was like a bit let Eurovision fan or the press down a bit, because it is not a very great as it is in the studio cut. So many people write it off, like so many people think that okay, Israel might not win, including me. I thought that Israel might not win. I thought it might be Francesco Gabani last year, but it is not true for this year. I think because this song is so special, it has like the very peculiar voice, and it is so surprise for viewer to see, and they might give their points because of this. So in my opinion, why Israel won? So I think that the voter is not only us, it's not only Eurovision fan, it's not only Eurovision press, and it is not only Eurovision enthusiastic who follow development of the show since Albanian national final last December. During these like 6 months, I know that every one of us very continue very close to each of the national final, that which country will get who to represent the country. We have kind of like the presupposed notion about each country contestant. So it's made that we have some kind of like expectation to some of them, and one of them is Israel. At first it released the song, it is so wild, it is so like excited to see Israel come in this method and come in this way, but it is quite like but through time it is quite lower and lower in the way of reception in the bubble, in the Eurovision bubble. And I know why, because Aneta doesn't feel like 100% about the performance. Maybe like the studio cuts sounds better than the real voice, which is understandable. But I think why she got the very high televotes and she won the contest, because it is not only about us. It has like the Eurovision viewer who isn't follow the song. This kind of people, they watch this Israel performance, they would think that like, oh, this is funny, it is so peculiar, it is so innovative, it is so strange, whatever. It has the feeling in this song, it has the feeling in this performance, and this feeling of like these people who are not the Eurovision fan, who are just passerby, they like this song at a very emergent period, and it is accident because you have to watch the show and you vote later. So in this short period of time, people will, is the only way that people will give the score, and it is one of the way to determine who will win the night. Because of this, I think Israel won this year. So however, I'm happy about the result. I still like Neta's song, and I think she is likable. Maybe I don't want to go to Israel because the flight ticket is so so expensive from Thailand. But anyway, I will find a way to go to Israel next year, and I am quite excited to see Israel to host in this modern Eurovision Song Contest. It is changed from 1999 or somewhere around like 1970. Let's see how they're gonna do in Jerusalem. I think, and another point, I think they will choose Jerusalem because it is like meaningful city. It is like ritual, meaningful city in like Israeli identity. I think they will not choose Tel Aviv because it doesn't have that kind of meaning inside the Israeli mind. I think they will choose Jerusalem because of this psychological factor. So this is the wrap of this recap, and I hope you enjoyed the Eurovision Song Contest this year. And let's look forward to the Eurovision Song Contest 2019 in Israel together. And if you have something disagree with me or you want to talk to me anything, you just can comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There will be so many videos for you to watch next time. I hope you guys have a great post Eurovision day. So good luck and see you again very soon. Bye bye.